we are. It's a decent sized coyote. Whew, we have got an absolute gorgeous morning. Upper 50s. See, I got my little hoodie on. The only problem is we have like zero wind. Now I know a lot of y'all be thinking like, well, that's awesome. I love no wind. Well, here hunting home here in Kentucky, and these ridges, hills, creeks, draws, hollers, all this stuff, man, when we don't have what I call a positive wind where you know exactly where it's going, even though the wind is supposedly calm, all these draws and hollers and ridges will suck your scent, your thermal, wherever it wants to take it. And a lot of times that can get you in trouble. But we're gonna hunt it anyway. Got a beautiful crop farm here. It used to be a cattle farm, owned by a good friend of mine. They're big deer hunters, like turkey hunt, all that good stuff. But they grant me permission to come down here and coyote hunt. I'm gonna see if I can't take care of one or two or three for them this morning. Y'all stay tuned. What we got here, as you can tell, I'm down in a little creek bed. There's a hidden field up here, not very big, kind of like almost like a odd triangle shape. And it's got, of course, this creek bank on one side, and then it's just woods, hillside, and some thicket in the bottom, just almost surrounding it. Real good spot to call coyotes in. Actually, one of my favorite stands. I just ain't made it in a long time, but confidence is high. Start off with a little bit of fawn distress here. Coyotes can literally come from like almost everywhere, except from behind me on this stand. There's some deer. Come and check things out. Deer coming out everywhere. Oh, we got a coyote too, right over top of the call. Deer's chasing it. I'll let things calm down here. I'm gonna switch over to play a couple pup howls. Some Dempsey pup howls. Got 2 or 3 of these Dempsey howls I like playing back to back. He's sticking his head out there. See if he can come on out. Play broke pups. Oh! It worked. Well, I kept calling there for a few more minutes. I thought surely there's going to be another coyote in there, but there's my little hideaway. Tucked in here in the shade. Hid in there pretty good. Let's go get our coyote. There's our X360. And I shot this coyote on the move, which I rarely do, but the reason I've done that is on this stand my wind's blowing left to right, and of course this coyote was working to the downwind side of the X360 there, and he didn't like too much to get where he's going to be in the scent cone of the call, and y'all know what happens when they catch a little bit of scent. So I went ahead and there we are. It's a decent sized coyote. It's a male. Yep. He's trying to eat some soybeans there. Maybe like a 3-year-old coyote or something like that. It's got plenty of ticks on him. That's for sure. Man, it's kind of a wild stand. This coyote originally come out pretty early. I started off playing MFK deer stake, and sure enough, I had 2 does down the edge come out to check the X360 out. And then I had another doe coming from the opposite side. And I look up right over top of the call. This coyote is in the field. He was wanting him some juicy deer fawn. But man, one of those does, I guess it was a doe that was over here to the left, wasn't going to tolerate him. Turn and run that sucker plumb back up there in the thicket. I let everything calm back down. I played 2 different sets of MFK Dempsey howls. I think they were August pup howls. I usually play like August pup howls. Dempsey August howls 2 and 3, I think's what it is. But that got him stick his head back out. Then went right into broke pups at a low volume, and he couldn't stand it. He had to come here and check things out. Coyote down. Usually going back in there to the next pasture and call straight down into that draw. But the wind, the non-wind, it's just my scent will be floating down in there. So I think I can set up back this way and hopefully call them down along that edge. I don't think they could wade floating around. They have to get plumb down in that corner before they can smell me. I don't think they'll use the woods the whole way around. We'll see if it works. Actually look a lot better right now. Start off with some pup howls. Those are Dempsey August pup howls. If I get them down that bowl, they're in trouble. Cows running over there. Oh, here comes a coyote over another field. wind was good. But the way it'd been floating around, I wasn't gonna take any chances. I actually came to the pup house. I seen him running across that other pasture field over there where I usually call from. So, worked good. First time I've ever made it over here. Might start making it here more often. He got right up there in that old growed up fence row and looked off in there. And I could feel that wind kind of hit me. It's just like float. Like I said, it's supposed to be out of the north, but it feels like it's more out of the southeast, which is blowing down that way. And I kind of felt it hit me back there a little bit more. I'm moving around shooting this sucker. X360 strikes again. I'll tell you one crazy thing about this coyote, way this wind was floating down there toward this left corner. For some reason that coyote didn't even try to get over and get wind. He just got up there at that little vantage point where he could see down in this bowl. And I don't know, he felt safe, but he wasn't. Coyote. Man, look at that right there. That's what you call perfect shot placement on a front-facing coyote. A pretty thing. I thought it was a male, looked like a bigger coyote. I was looking at it through 15x on the scope, but I'm wondering if it's a female. Yep, it's a little, that's a little helper female. So what I'm thinking is, if this wind stays to the good for me, I should be able to go on over on the other side of this pasture and make another stand and maybe get into the rest of this family group, because I about bet she is a helper out of a den group of coyotes. And she came good. What she actually came to was pup house. I played 2 sets of Dempsey August pup house. I think I played Dempsey August pup house 3 and then followed it up with number 2, or vice versa, either way. And as I was sitting there watching those cows filter through, just in silence, I look up. Here it is running up here to this fence row, and I get on and I do hit broke pups to see if it come on down in the bowl, but she felt safe right up here in this growed up fence row in the shade looking down in there. I went ahead and snuck one in there because I did not trust this wind. Like I said, it's supposed to be out of the north, but it was floating out of the north, out of the southeast, and it felt like it started to hit me more in the back of the head, so I went ahead and pulled the trigger. And right here are the results. Thanks for joining us right here on FOXPRO Hunting TV.